Everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Masturbators. My name is Evan Amataki, and these are my friends. Say hello, friends.
Hello, this is Dre, and I just wanted to say, well, thank you for Evan for hosting this, and I do want to say, homies over hoes, homies over,
homies
over,
homies over. Do the homie.
Hey friends, it's Cam back in another week. I do want to take a quick second to say rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. Long life, amazing life. You were so inspirational. Love you so much. And if you see Dre drooling, it's because I look cute today.
Hey, this your boy CJ, aka Lord Damian Pot Roast of 7-Eleven.
What?
So shout out to the real Golden Bolden. His link will be in our bio. He has a gaming page on YouTube. He guys are pretty good. He got his ass whooped a couple times about his girl. However, his guess is pretty good though. So
I don't think this is what he had in mind when you said you were gonna give him a shout out.
I'm gonna be truthful.
And gonna let people discover that for themselves. Like,
and he left out our name, so I'm saying all the truth.
In our defense, we kind of chose it because we knew that would happen.
Exactly.
Apparently he can catch those hands.
With that being said, yes, shout out to Real Golden Bolden. This is Masturbators, home of comedic debates, where we are four friends who debate randomly to like these mysterious random topics, just like the three topics we have today. We're going to jump right into topic number one. We all know that women are taking over the world. No matter where you look, there's a woman in some sort of power. We're going to hop in the time machine, take it back to the 90s, and we're going to discuss the best female rappers of the 1990s.
Now, first off, I got a couple honorable mentions. You shouldn't let me go first. All right. Yeah, you should let me go first. All right. Yeah. All right. Like for one, Left Eye from TLC. Oh yeah, no, she was killing the game. She's killing the game in the 90s. Also, our girl Lauryn Hill. Then, all right, my third honorable mention, Pepper from Salt and Pepper. My last honorable mention, Foxy Brown. The rapper I chose for the best rapper of the 90s is Da Brat. Now, the 90s spawned a lot of great fucking female rappers. A lot. Many to choose from, but I don't think you can talk about the top rappers without mentioning Da Brat. She came on the scene in '94, debut album, like hit fucking platinum, making her the first female solo rapper to hit fucking platinum. I was like all this shit, and when she did collabs with the top people in the game back then, like including like Mariah Carey, TLC. Again, and actually with a couple of other people that are on, that are mentioned in this category. Everybody knows that fucking Funkified. I don't give a fuck, dude. That's without for the fuck come on. Y'all, you gotta rock with that shit. And honestly, to me, literally, she is the best out of the women chosen in this category. I think she is the best lyrically, and I think she can smash any of them in an actual battle. Oh, yes, I said it. I said what I said. All right. So I think she got the skill to fucking beat them. All right, and that's my piece.
To me, don't get me wrong. I like Da Brat. I think, you got to say it right. It's Da Brat, not The Brat, like some white people would say. I like Da Brat.
That's
I
right,
do.
Evan. Get your people.
Hey, keep them in check. No,
right.
So I like Da Brat, but in my opinion, I didn't really vibe heavily with a lot of her music because I was also less than 8 years old by the time the 90s was over. So I didn't vibe with Da Brat as heavily as I did later on in life. I don't think she's bad. I think she's very lyrically gifted. And let me tell you this, I'm gonna go on record as saying every single person named here today is better than any rapper any female rapper that's out there right now. Chop them up. All of them. So with that being said, I think Da Brat is good. I think Da Brat is probably is top 10 all time female rappers. But and she's like, for me, she's on the cusp of top 5, but she's just not there for me right now. I also don't have the greatest appreciation for her music because I was never that heavily into her music particular, but that's not to say that she's not a bad artist.
The Brat is lyrically the second best lyricist on our 4. And I'm not even picking mine for the best lyric. Actually, somebody else's has the best lyrics. The Brat is second. And if you want to, and if the Brat and that person want to battle, I'm putting all my bread on that person, hands down.
All right.
Okay?
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. I take that back. I mean, yeah. I messed up. I messed up. I meant to say everybody but one.
Yeah. Everybody but one. Yeah. So
yeah. She'll beat the shit out of everybody but one.
Yeah.
It's like that stupid TikTok that's going around where it's the different Power Rangers of the same color, and he's like, "I'll beat everybody's ass in here." Yeah, except mine. Everybody but him.
Yeah. Like no, I had it written down too. Like, but what? Yeah. No.
So shout number one, shout out to the Brat. Let's get that straight right now. The Brat is literally like CJ said, the first female rapper to go platinum. But that's fantastic. I fuck with Funkify. Oh my goodness, the album was fucking amazing. Today I fuck with it was amazing. But lyrically and where it sells, she's not better than the three other ones. And she's basically underground great. Like she's not from underground, but she get looked over so much that she can't be better than the 3 that's coming up. Well, yeah, let's say the 3 that's coming up. I love the Brat. Don't get me wrong, I love the Brat, and I love her music. Man, I love her style. I love her how hyped she gets. I love her like she writes her own shit. Like I love the Brat. However, I can't put her over the 3 that's coming up at all.
You guys covered a lot of the points that I was going to say. The Brat definitely is completely different and has her own vibe than anybody else that is going to be mentioned today. She definitely is an amazing lyricist. That is a fact. However, I don't think the world was ready to accept a female rapper that looked like her, if that makes sense. I feel like had the Brat come out today, it may be a different story, but your time is your time. And her time was the 90s. And so c'est la vie.
She'd be a classic today.
Yeah.
Like based on her style and everything, she like a lot of people's styles nowadays, especially in the rap game. Like no one cares about.
To tweak a couple of things because things have changed, but yeah, I definitely think she I feel like she would be successful today, but I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it's obviously she had the talent, but I felt like she had the right people around her, to also help boost her and her first album from jump.
Yeah, because she was with So Def, right?
Like you can't be hip and hip with Jermaine Dupri and not have hits. So it's kind of just like I feel like she had a cheat code to the system a little bit, but at the same time, that was still her rapping. You feel me?
Yeah, so you can't deny the skills
away from her for that.
It was her rapping and her writing. You can't deny the skills.
Yeah, so like, I'm not taking anything away from her, but it's just like, damn, she won the race. I was like, bitch, she was in a Tesla or she was in a Lamborghini. Like she had a really good fucking head start. Like she wasn't by herself. Like, with that being said, the Brat is definitely for like 90s female rappers. She's definitely in my top 5. She's just not my number 1.
I only have one honorable mention. It's probably gonna steal somebody off somebody's. It's the Queen. My choice. My choice is Eve. My number 1 pick will be picked later, and because the only downside with Eve for me is that she started her career so late into the 90s that she only has one major record released in the 90s. And then when she did Let Me Blow Your Mind in 2001, that's when like it really started to blow up. So, but Eve to me she's gritty, she's raw, she can spit, she looked good. I'm telling you, Eve was banging.
It was.
Is.
She still is. She still is, absolutely.
Sexy as fuck.
she was signed to Rough Riders, and for those who don't know me, I love DMX, so I think DMX can do no wrong musically. But no, with hey, her first album, which was in '99, was Let There Be Eve, Rough Riders' first lady, because she was the first lady of Rough Riders. I just don't think there's a handful of people I think who have better presence on a track in the '90s than what Eve did. So, but at the same time, there's such a fine line there because it was so close to the end of the '90s that this makes this a little bit difficult. But that's what I'm gonna say about it.
Eve's my baby. Let's look at that right now.
It's because he's from Philly.
You damn right. You goddamn right.
You ain't gotta be from Philly to love Eve.
Listen,
no, but because he's from Philly, he automatically loves her. Like
I love Eve. Listen, I love
Eve.
I love Eve with a passion. This is the rapper I was talking about. The Brat wanted some. There, Eve will fuck. Eve will give it to the Brat. No, I'm not. And when we hands down, the first album has two of my favorite songs by Eve, which is "Philly Philly" with Beanie Siegel, and and "Love Is Blind." Love Is Blind. You ever heard Love Is? Yep. Love Is Blind. Love Is Blind is a fucking amazing song.
With Faith Evans.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple versions of that song, but yes, but Faith Evans was popular one. With that being said, Evan did that shit again where he talked about himself. Somebody will talk about him again, and I'm not gonna let that slide at all.
Damn it.
All right, I'm not gonna let that slide. She had one album. Her album debuted in 1999, September 1999. You only had 3 or 4 months to listen to the album. Right? Yeah. So and that's the only problem with Eve. Listen, this would be a fucking fantastic pick if it was later in
if it was the 2000s
or in 2000. Especially 2000. Oh god damn it! Oh yeah, 2000. But because she only had 3 months in the 90s, I cannot put her the best one in the 90s. But I do love you, Eve. I know you're married to like a billionaire right now, but still, I love you, baby.
Okay, so yeah, DeAndre pretty much touched on my biggest point, and so did Evan. Eve is fucking dope. Eve, how you do it? Listen, first of all, Eve is to Philly female rappers in the old days as Jill Scott is to Philly. She's like built into the fucking culture. Okay.
I love you, Jill.
Stop picturing microphones. Eve is an absolutely amazing rapper. I don't think I could actually have said it better than DeAndre said it. The only issue on why Eve cannot be number one is in the 90s is because she was only in the 90s for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. Was the album dope? Yeah, of course. But like, you can't, like, the 90s is the 90s. And Eve is like, here. He barely even makes the cut. And so with that being said, she cannot be number one. She wasn't even really there most of the time.
This is a stupid pick. Don't get me wrong. Eve is fucking amazing. I love her. She's a great rapper. But you can't rule the 90s if you wasn't in the 90s. That's simple as that. Her presence came so late in the 80s. Like, no. 2000s, fuck yeah. She was killing it in 2000. Well, come on now, bro. You know, but you better than this.
Hold on, real quick. I do want to touch on that. So, real quick, if you sit there and say that because it was so like late in the 90s that it's really hard, let me ask you something. What is specifically DeAndre? What is the best rock band of the 90s?
Best rock band of the 90s?
Yeah.
According to MTV, to VH1 is one is Nirvana.
Okay, Nirvana was only around for the first 3 years in the 1990s, really, before Kurt Cobain died.
3 years and 3 months is not the same thing.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. I know,
It's quick. That's all I'm saying.
No, but think about it. 3 years out of
you can put out so much.
It's 30%. 3 months out of 10 years is like.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Something.
Point three.
Nah, because it's not 10 months. There's 12 months. Imagine right.
So it's a point two. Then.
So less than that. It's less than 0.3 in my point.
Point two. What's the point two?
So all of my honorable mentions were stolen. So I'd like to mention myself, okay? Because I used to be killing that shit at the age of
Chop 7. It up, Cam.
All right? No, that shit is gone now. My choice is someone that I felt like had to be mentioned and nobody was saying who she was. Little Kim. Okay.
Who?
Little Kim was fucking it up then. Okay. She was releasing the hits in the 2000s. She even dropped some after the fact. Old face, new face, regardless. Little Kim. I would. Y'all know she got different faces. Don't make it seem like I'm being petty, okay? Because I know somebody was gonna bring up the face, so I went ahead and put it out on the table first, okay? You can't say nothing because I already put it out there.
Why not? Why not?
That's because Eminem said so in 8 Mile. All right, that's all you do. If I said it, you can't use it against me. I don't think anyone can argue for most people that like you can't deny the staple Little Kim had on hip hop culture and the rap culture, especially for females. To this day, a lot of females in the early 2000s and even later on always did an homage to Little Kim. It's almost like you kind of have to. So everyone got to pay homage to Little Kim. Little Kim was the first lady of Bad Boy, still pretty much is. Did they ever have someone else that stayed in?
I don't think they
place?
never
Not
had
really.
anyone else that was that memorable in Bad Boy.
I can't stress this enough. Little Kim was always a little bit granted, I started off a very PBS child, okay? So Little Kim was always a little rougher for me, but being a New Yorker, New York, she embodied that, okay, to the T. And I can't explain what she did for the hip hop culture for female rappers. Like I can't even put that shit into words. She opened so many doors. She broke down so many barriers. And all while making hits and making money. She used that money to change her face, but that is Biggie's fault, okay? And we'll talk about that later. And if you got a problem with what I just said, drop it in the comments. We'll address it later.
The crazy thing is when I was looking up Lil' Kim, and I actually have her pulled up right here too, they don't have Bad Boy Records under her labels at all. Was she ever actually signed to Bad Boy?
Were they officially Bad Boy at the time?
You might have a point there.
I'm pretty sure like I would have to go back and dig, to be honest with you.
Because I know they were Bad Boy with Biggie and with Puffy, so it's like
Diddy made me upset a little while ago, and I still never got over it. And as a female, I hold out a grudges, so I'll go look into it later.
So the original Queen Bee and one of the originator of raunchy female rap, Lil' Kim was never officially signed to Bad Boy Records.
But however, she was in plenty of songs with them.
She was a part of Notorious B.I.G.'s group, Junior Mafia.
Gotcha. Okay,
that's what it was.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Okay, so with that being said, Lil' Kim, I like Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim, like Cam said, old face, new face, it don't matter. Lil' Kim sticks around. Lil' Kim was on Dancing with the Stars not too long ago. I was like, the fuck, Lil' Kim? I was like, where'd Lil' Kim come from? My biggest thing with being a my biggest thing with being a 90s baby is I missed a lot of everything when it came out because I was so young. My biggest memory of Lil' Kim was the fact that she recorded Trish Stratus's theme song in WWE. So with that being said, I can't argue Lil' Kim too much because out of the four of these people, I didn't listen to Lil' Kim's stuff pre-2000 for a long time, and I haven't really dove into it that much. But I know that Lil' Kim, in terms of her impact that she had on female rappers, it stands the test of time because she's still going to this day.
I'll keep it simple. I can't fuck with it.
Ooh!
Yeah.
I rarely get I can't fuck with it from CJ.
Yeah. Like I said now, if it had been the 2000s, it would have gone to Eve. But, yeah. Well, I'm saying, Kim, Riddle Queen Bee, she got it hands down. I fucks with her shit. I was of age at the time. I don't think all that. I think all that shit, man. Especially when Push came out. Hey, we all. Hey, no. All those back then had that poster. Had that Lil' Kim poster. That. Yeah. Fuck some Lil' Kim.
Cam, you were very, very close to getting I Can't Fuck With It.
How close?
Very, very close. I don't know how close is close, but it was close. I fucks with Lil' Kim. Being the East Coast guy, you kind of have to fuck with Lil' Kim. All right, Lil' Kim's amazing. Lil' Kim's great. again, she wasn't a part of Bad Boys, but she was part of Junior Mafia, and it's her being so close to Biggie made her basically family. The only reason why I can't fuck with it, like, the only reason why I can't give her, I can't fuck with it, because she didn't write her own shit.
Okay, so you
Ghost
ready to put
Rider.
Drake on nobody's list.
Did I ever do that?
There's a whole bunch of rappers that
did
like.
I ever? Okay,
I have put Drake on a list.
Have I ever did that though? You
No,
know me.
look, I
to
don't
do that.
know.
Okay.
We've never actually done
that. I've never once put somebody that know that know. I have never said Lil Wayne. I never said Drake. I never said Nicki Minaj actually. So I'm not. Listen, I like listen to be a rapper. I'm to write raps and then to like
perform the raps.
Perform raps. Perform raps is art in itself. I'm not wrong. That's why it's almost I can't fuck with it.
Different arts.
But she didn't write none of her shit.
Oof. None of them.
She wrote some. She wrote some in the beginning, but her hits. She didn't write those.
Biggie lied on her.
With that being said, she had a new face. Carry on. Fuck you to CJ for taking a lot of my honorable mentions.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Barry.
I did have Lauryn Hill, Queen Latifah, and Left Eye on my list. However, I do have 2 honorable mentions.
2 backups. He had 1 plus a backup.
First things first.
He had 4 in a possible.
There you go.
First things first, I'm going to give a shout out to MC Light.
Ooh,
I'm going to shout out MC Light. Lyrically, she's a beast. And this next person, she only had 1 song, but I fucked with the song heavy.
Don't say no stupid shit, Dre.
Roxanne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Roxanne was dope.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to Roxanne because she did Roxanne's Revenge, and that shit was hot.
Fire.
It was. With that being said, my pick is Missy Elliott. Missy was the truth, and she was something new. Like, she was new as shit. Like, from her rap style, her hype, how hype she was, her lyrics that she wrote, her beats. We said rap artist, so I'm going to take it further. A lot of her beats was used in the 90s, from Outkast to Tim to.
We're not talking about Missy the producer. We're talking about Missy the rapper, though.
Exactly.
I'm going to say that Missy was the truth. She's an all-around beast. All right, you really can't find anything better. Here's the thing, like I said, I almost didn't. I can't fuck with it to Little Kim. I'm going to put Missy Elliott and Little Kim 1 and 2 always in the 90s, but I'm going to put Missy a little bit better than because everything.
Because I can't stand the rain.
And I know. All right, super duper fly. Yo, both of albums, and she had 2 albums in the 90s. I mean, both of them albums was fucking fire. Fire. All right, I can't wait till they give Missy a halftime show because she's gonna kill it. Oh my goodness. All right, with that being said, I'm done. I love Missy.
Simply, I can't fuck with it. Missy is fantastic. If you don't know, now you know. Okay.
Oh man.
Backwards. Like, like what's crazy is it took people forever to realize that she actually rapped backwards and it wasn't nonsense. Missy always was ahead of her fucking time. Her and Timbaland was literally pulling 2020 shit, 2010 shit, and pulling it, snatching it right back into the 90s and giving it to us early. And it was always fantastic.
Timbaland's a time traveler.
He probably is. She probably rubs his bald head and they boom, they appear.
Yo, stupid.
Like,
y'all telling shit.
They just you gotta do it like a DJ shit because they're musical. But anyway, it's exactly, that's probably how they got it. They was going backwards in time and they heard that shit. They're like, yeah, we gonna keep that. But Missy, I can't say she was like slept on because back in the 90s, people were fucking with Missy heavy. Still technically really are. And I don't know no other female rapper that's like top 3 that did it in the trash bag, bro. Missy could do whatever the fuck she wanted and we was buying it. Okay? She literally has us putting on trash bags to these days, replicating her shit. Like, you can't, she was in a whole league of her own. She made her own shit and she made it amazing and you loved it. You had no choice. I can't give her enough flowers. Like, so I'm going to stop right here.
Listen, for a guy who grew up in the 90s, 8 years old by the time 2000 rolled around, I can't fuck with it. Listen, even taking away what she did in the 2000s, where, let me be honest, that Missy shit got so big in the 2000s too because of everything she was doing. But Missy had hits in the 90s. She was also, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but she was one of the first females, if not the first female, to do a feature with Eminem. That was on her second album. She did Bust a Rhyme with Eminem. So, but I mean, The Rain is such a good song. It's hard to. Oh, she did Hit Him with the Heat with Lil Kim. So, all right, listen, I can't fuck with it. Missy, you are a trendsetter. You are a pioneer. Listen, I also have another favorite rapper by the name of Tech Nine, and Missy and Tech are the only people I know that can rap backwards and actually pull it off. So, shout out to backwards rapping. Shout out to Missy Elliott. You're one of the best. I can't fuck with it.
All right. Missy's the shit. Like, she is. Oh, yeah. No, she's a hit maker. Yeah, she's a hit maker. Like, yeah. No, she's actually been on a couple of fucking different Super Bowl halftime shows, but like she needs her own. Like, she would kill it. She would kill it. You know, and like when the whole trash bag thing, I don't know if anybody else knows the story, but they didn't have the air hose and everything on the fucking set. So she actually had to go down to a gas station next to the set, fill that motherfucker up, and then waddle back to the studio. You know, yeah, just all like down the street.
Do not be surprised if I be Missy Elliott for Halloween. Just don't be surprised.
Yeah, no, Missy got fucking style. Oh, she's amazing. It's just I disagree with Dre that I think Lil Kim is just a little bit above Missy, but Missy's right there, right at the
top two.
It's shit. Yeah, Missy is the shit. I just don't think she's like the number one. I think she's right below it. I will go Lil Kim number 1. All right, Missy number 2, Da Brat number 3, and Eve number 4.
Number 1 is sure, but them in the flame, yeah, come on. Missy Elliott's number 1. I don't give a shit. Number 2 is Lil Kim. Number 3 is Da Brat, and just because she only was there for 3 months, Eve is number 4, even though it was my pick.
Is it funny because her letter also has 3 names? I mean, her name also has 3 letters. I know Lil Kim was my choice, but I'm going to put Missy number 1. Lil Kim number 2, even though that was a very hard thing. I'll probably change my mind tomorrow, but it'll be too late. So I'm gonna put Missy Elliott number 1, Lil Kim number 2, Da Brat number 3, and Eve number 4.
So I'm about to shock the world. Number 1, definitely Missy Elliott. Number 2 is Lil Kim. Number 3 is Eve.
I still lost.
No, number 3 is Eve. Listen, because call me a homer what you want, but listen,
Eve from Philly. Like, why are you acting surprised?
Listen. Those 3 months that Eve had that album, I feel like it's better. Even though it did what. I
think it went double platinum.
Platinum. It went platinum. Don't be wrong, but I fuck with Eve. I fuck with Eve a little more than I fuck with Brat. So Eve number 3, and then Da Brat number 4.